Greetings, geeks and nerds, and ladies universe and white nerdy. It's been a while since we've done a manga review here on this channel, and I'm gonna do one because since Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto is a popular thing, we're gonna be taking a look at one of Naruto's most popular characters and one of a lot of people's favorites, Sasuke. Now, Sasuke in the original run, a lot of people liked him because he was edgy and dramatic. Or because he was egotistical as fuck. Whatever floats your boat. But to be surprising, there were some Naruto characters that got a short story series, and Sasuke was one of them. It was only a 3-volume miniseries, but after reading this one, I don't think I'm going to be picking up the other 2 volumes. There's only a few of these that do exist, and thanks to the back of it, yeah. There's only 3 characters. There's Sasuke, Naruto, and Shikamaru. Now, while I do absolutely kind of like Shikamaru, my 2 favorite Naruto characters were Neji and Rock Lee. No, I still don't forgive Naruto for killing off Neji. But in any which case, I did read the entirety of Naruto back when I was in 7th grade. Honestly, I also got in trouble for reading manga instead of books in 7th grade, but that's just me. Anyways, let's see if Sasuke's story can really hold up, because it takes place after Naruto Shippuden, and in between Boruto. So, let's find out what actually happened. So, what is Sasuke's story, and what does he do? Oh, it's a bit of a doozy, but we'll get into this together. Also, I'll let people know that I will be jumping around quite a bit in this because, yeah, there's mostly not a lot that happens in a series like Naruto where it's all ninja doing things. But, not here. Not in this book. So anyways, let's dive into Sasuke's story and see exactly why Sasuke decided to get a miniseries and why I think that I'm not picking up the other 2 volumes to this, so let's dive into Sasuke's story and see what happened. Taking a look at the cover, it's not too bad actually. You have Sasuke front and center, his wife Yohara behind him, and it's a villain that will be named later on in the movie. As it's not just called Sasuke, it's called Sasuke's Story, the Uchiha and Heavily Stardust, the manga. Oh, I would be confused. I thought it was a comic book. I had no inclination to believe that this was a manga. Whereas this was done by Mashi Kishimoto, Jun Asaka, and Shingo Kimura. I do like the fact that the snake is behind there because, well, if you know Sasuke, he's kind of related to a snake. But if you look upon closer, it's not actually a snake. In fact, this isn't even a snake at all, because upon further instructions, it's a goddamn fucking dinosaur.
Don't apply. What makes you say that? The dinosaur.
To be fair though, I honestly didn't know that the dinosaur was on the cover the first time I read this. That's actually surprising. Also, Sasuke is not being so threatening if the sword's not pointed at us, but on the side of us. What, is he gonna try to attack the wall behind us or something? The dude can't even hold that the right way, Jesus Christ. But still, kind of a nice and impressive cover, even though the title of it is pretty awkward. Anyways, we open up with a young lady looking for the Sage of Six Paths, aka she's basically looking for Sasuke. But of course, the old woman doesn't really understand her and thinks that she's going after food. Granny's the oldest person I know in these parts. Yes, when she thought that a person asking for a man thought she was asking for food. Oh, well, Sasuke is asking her, which is just weird. You see, Rindeko's been isolated for centuries. It's been cut off from the rest of the world and all. Hard to imagine an outsider getting across the border in those olden days. Ah, I see. In this story, this is when Donald Trump takes over the Naruto universe. The asshole had to take over everywhere. As Sasuke stops a young lady and asks why she's following him. Yes, even by my surprise, the artwork is kind of iffy. I had no idea that was a young lady at first until Sasuke said so, and then the artwork later made her look like a woman. I don't know if that was just artistic decision, but oops. And he also pulled a sword on her when she says that she asked him talking about the sages his past. Sasuke asked if she heard of them, but she said yes. I Though I gotta admit, I don't know much myself. What do you know then? Well, my mom runs an antique shop, and I've heard her mention the Sage of Six Paths. Oh, whoops! I haven't even introduced myself, huh? My name's Layla, and you are. And of course, her mother comes running after her because she doesn't trust her with Sasuke. I don't think a lot of mothers would trust their daughters with Sasuke. Just look at him; he doesn't look the most trustworthy. As some guys are stealing a antique pot or something. What? Sasuke intervenes. He switches places with the pot and starts kicking their asses because he's motherfucking goddamn Sasuke. As he holds him Laila's mother hostage, saying that he's gonna kick her until he basically pulled a trick on him where he replaces her with a watermelon. In the course of, well, he's also confused, and yeah, the ground seems to be eating him up. Oh, just a trick pulled on him by Sasuke. Because, yeah, Sasuke's a superhero. And we cut to a prison where a guy's being held hostage and wondering just how long that they're supposed to be working until for, because the entire thing is going to hell in a handbasket. They're even in basically worse conditions than anyone else could imagine. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket, but that is until a new face is in the crowd. Sasuke. Yes, Sasuke is in the prison because he learns that a person that he is looking for is in the prison, so go nuts with that, whatever that means. And Sasuke gets the attention of the main enemy of this, Director Sanzuo. The Director Sanzuo is very impressed by Sasuke. Based on what I observed, this man never struck first, not even once. His actions were justified as self-defense against the perpetrators, now scattered on the floor. But move over. He is one of the fresher faces around here. He is yet to be appreciated of how we do things here at the observatory, so I think we can overlook just what transpired. I mean, he is his boss, so I mean, yeah, this can happen. Also, yeah, just look at this snide motherfucker. How can you tell that he's not the villain of the story? As Sasuke's new friend is basically one to escape. It's the only chance to get Memo to slurp, and I'm out of this joint. So of course he tries to escape out of the joint, where he's attacked by Menno the Raptor. Don't tell me he tried to escape. Poor fool. He's also very stupid for trying to escape in a place that has a goddamn fucking raptor in it. Yeah, ninjas and raptors is the only thing. There's a reason why they leave every door in this place unlocked and wide open, 'cause there's no running from old Menno. Beat me how Sanzu ever tamed that thing, you're telling me. Or maybe he's like one of the characters from Runaways. You ever think of that? No. Also, this place is very unstructurally sound. Look at that. It looks like it's gonna fall apart at any fucking moment now. So eventually Sasuke decides, fuck it, I'm gonna be leaving and basically running out of here. But that's not all. Sasuke tries to escape when he knows that there's a fucking raptor. Yes, he tried to use his jujitsu still, his Sharingan, but it doesn't work. As the raptor just falls after him with full fucking speed and force. It tries to tear him apart, tear him limb from limb, and all that Sasuke can do is avoid the attack. I can't afford to leave traces of a fight here, otherwise there's no point trying to avoid detection coming from the main building, which of course the raptor's still on him, still trying to attack, and it's faster than Sasuke, so his ninja skills are not quite what they used to be. And yes, you're actually watching a raptor and a ninja fight. If this isn't awesome, you basically have no point. As Sasuke cuts off the poor thing's claw as it runs away, claiming that he went too far. As he's interrogated by Sanzuo, so you were the one who dared lay a hand on Momo. What were you after? As he moved closer, Sasuke didn't even recognize him. How clever of you to notice. Even I, not even the men I work for had caught it yet. Men I see every day. And it's revealed he has a glass eye, meaning that Sasuke's tricks will not work on him. It seems you're capable of ninjutsu, Even so, you could never hope to take Meno away from me. You warned before. But if this is how you prefer to do things, then there's only one thing you can be sure of. I'll be keeping my eye on you. But Sasuke's not the only person in this place. So is his wife Sakura. Yet if you remember Naruto Shippuden and Boruto, they are married and they have a daughter together. She became the nurse in this establishment to basically try to get behind the scenes stuff. Also because she misses her husband. He shows her an agent series of texts that is going to be happening, claiming that something bad is probably in these things. According to these texts, the sage separated its particles into two groups. He hid one group in the sky that fell to the earth, and the other in the star that never strays. And any who seek out this power must reveal the map of the heavens. So they think that it could be related to beasts that exist inside of people's bodies. Like, for example, how Kurama inhabits Naruto's body. We have to find those particles then. After boring things happen, they actually come across a book, a picture book, where they actually find out of the animals that they're looking for, trying to interpret what this all means and what it all stands for. As they realize the Sage's path is a reference basically to Naruto since that's the path that he took in. What's more is that they realize the animals of the thing, an ox, a monkey, a cat, and several other animals. These paintings match the cards in the Starlines game, but what's unclear is how these 12 paintings are connected to the location of the Ultra Particles, which they actually happen to land across a piece of paper that has all the clues for them, referencing the animals that they saw before: a tanuki, a cat, a turtle, a monkey, a white tiger, can't tell what June is, a tree frog for July, a cow for August, a watchfire for September, a giant for October, a shepherd for November, and December an elder.
Interesting reaction. But what does it mean?
By the by, I just have to say I love that December is elder, so technically that means Santa Claus. But why is October giant? Don't you think that October would be something horror themed? I mean, especially a watchfire. What the fuck is a watchfire? After a long and kind of boring meeting happens, Sasuke gets to sneak into Zanzuo's secret quarters with his staff and also using a little fireball ability where he finds a hidden door, which of course he makes it a key out of Earth-style abilities where he discovers a horrifying secret. The villain had nothing but a bunch of chickens in his basement!
Be like, buck, buck, bitch. Buck, buck, bitch. Chickens are bitches!
You can't imagine my own reaction when I saw the chickens in at the end of this. I mean, you just go from one bit. You just go from basically Sasuke trying to look around, seeing what's there, and then I'm sorry, but this manga sucks. Especially with a name like Naruto, you would think that there was more to it, but there's a lot more exposition than anything else in this, and that's why I cut around corners a lot because there's honestly not much happening. There's more characters talking than anything else. The more interesting part was probably the fight scene between Sasuke and the raptor. There is not much else to say in this. If you want a better, ninjutsu story, check out the Assassin's Creed Shadows game, or watch or read the original Naruto. Because this sucks. Even the GameCube game I Ninja is better than this. I mean, all in all, it is pretty boring because mostly what's happening is that characters are talking about things that are trying to happen and they're talking about a mystery that they're trying to solve. But even saying that, still is pretty boring, especially for a first volume. And you're expecting people to basically get into and be interested in Sasuke? I hate to break it to you, but people were already interested in Sasuke ever since Naruto Volume 1, where he first appeared. So no one really cares about the guy hardly as much anymore to his own story. It would have been interesting to see Sasuke's daughter in it, maybe have him play off of him and Sakura, but not here. Even I've saw or watched Sasha's TMNT Naruto crossover, and it sounds a lot more intriguing than this does. And I called the TMNT Naruto crossover pretty a goofy concept, but this is even stranger, especially with the chicken ending, which is weird as hell. But all in all, I'm not gonna recommend it, and I don't think I'll be checking out the last two volumes. I don't even think I'll be checking out Naruto's or Shikamaru's story because, yeah, I'm sorry, this is just dumb. There's so much of characters just talking and not much happening, which in a series of Naruto where mostly a lot of things action-wise were happening, yeah, this is kind of a downer to go out on. So, pretty boring thing for me to read and kind of boring thing for me to review, but I'm pretty sure that people will still enjoy it anyways. So you can check out Sasuke's story if you want to, but I'm not recommending it. I'd rather recommend the original Naruto story or Naruto Shippuden or even fucking Boruto because this really puts boring right back into everything that I have done. Really was like, after I read that, I went, nope, not picking up the other two volumes now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in the voice. I want you to keep it on. Let me know your favorite Naruto character in the comments down below, just for the hell of it. And you can check out Sasuke's story if you want to. I'm not recommending it, but you can check it out if you want to. And thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified every single time I make an upload. And I believe in your voice. I want you to keep it on. And until next time, guys, and as always, take care.